A truly inspiring real-life story of resilience in the face of adversity is the journey of Viktor Frankl, an Austrian psychiatrist and the author of Man's Search for Meaning. Frankl survived 4 Nazi concentration camps, including Auschwitz, during World War II. He lost his family, his honor, his career, and nearly his life. But he did not lose himself. In the hellish depths of the concentration camps, where humanity was stripped down to its bare essence, Frankl observed something both horrifying and profound. Those who had a reason to live, even just a glimmer of hope or a meaningful goal, could endure almost anything. Frankl wrote, "Those who have a why to live can bear with almost any how." It's a powerful Stoic reminder that it is our inner attitude that determines our fate, not external circumstances. Just like Epictetus, who was once a slave yet said, "It's not things that upset us, but our interpretation of those things." Frankl not only survived, he transformed suffering into a philosophy of life, proving that human beings can retain their dignity and reason even in the worst conditions. His story is a vivid example of the Stoic spirit, not to avoid hardship, but to endure it with an inner strength forged like steel. It doesn't begin with a catastrophe. It begins with a momentous silence you didn't expect, a message that doesn't arrive, a plan that unravels, a door that quietly closes. And in that pause, when life stops going your way, something shifts, not outside, but within. You start to realize how fragile your strength really is, not when everything is in motion, but when everything stands still. That's when the questions come. Who are you without control? Who are you without comfort? What lives beneath the image of who you thought you were? This is the beginning of resilience, the discovery that suffering is not the enemy, but the terrain. Every setback, every humiliation, every sleepless night is not a detour, but a shaping foreseer, kind of silent mentor. You say you admire strength, that you want to be calm under pressure, unwavering in the face of pain. But what will you do when the test arrives? Will you meet it with composure or collapse in resentment, demanding fairness from a life that never promised it? Resilience is not inherited. It is built. Slowly, painfully, relentlessly. Not by being spared from hardship, but by moving through eye-tone moment, one breath, one wound at a time. Real strength isn't polished, it's scarred. It's the kind forged by fire, not praise. And when the storm comes, and it always does, it won't ask if you're ready. That's why you must prepare in advance. You must imagine loss, disappointment, and failure, not to invite them, but to train your heart, not to break when they arrive. The Stoics called this practice premeditatio malorum, rehearsing adversity to build inner immunity, not to become cold, but to become clear, so that when reality strikes, you don't flinch, you focus. The world won't stop being harsh. People won't stop being unpredictable. Pain won't stop visiting you just because you've read the right books or followed the right rules. The only thing that can change is how you meet it, how you breathe through it, how you carry it. The resilient don't talk much. They don't dramatize their struggle. They walk through the fire quietly, steadily, because they've already faced it in their mind 100 times. They know peace is not given, it's earned. And they don't wait for the world to be kind before they choose to be steady. So when your time comes, when the ground shakes, when the call doesn't come, when everything familiar fades, what will you do? You begin. Not again, but truly. You begin the real work. Learning to stand when it's easier to fall. Learning to rise when there is no applause. Learning to feel fully, honestly, but not be ruled by emotion. This is the Stoic path, not a path to numbness, but to clarity, not to escape suffering, but to transform it into strength. And when it's darkest, when no one sees, When no one claps, when you're alone, you'll remember. This isn't the end. It's the making of you. This is your test. And the answer is not in what happens next. The answer is in who you become because of it.